Am I unmuted? And I'm on here. Okay. Hello, YouTube, everyone in the world. First off, apologize for the mic. Struggle is real. It's gonna be what it is. Lower the volume a little bit. My bad. Everything's closed, so hopefully there's no noise. 2024 is here. Woo! Oh my god, I'm starting off the new year. I've recorded this. This is the third time actually, this is the fourth time I'm recording it. Where are we at? What are we at? Come on, we're almost there. We are almost there. Yeah, I fucked that up. Because I recorded one and got some stuff fucked up and everything in the background. God, I gotta talk about this now. Because I've been talking about Overwatch. I've been talking about Mauga. I've been talking about Mauga specifically. What changes he needs to have, problems with the gameplay itself, things that he does. Those videos aren't invalid. I just didn't release them because they fixed Mauga so quickly. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Yeah. So I want to address this.
Really
this is because I was just sitting here, just
like
chilling with the new news today. Just watching Flats. Shout out, go ahead, shout out to Flats. Go watch them. There's no way you don't know. You know me, and you don't know Flats. It's like statistically.
Players aren't always acting in the best
Here we go.
or with what's best in mind for their team, and when they're not, sometimes that can be pretty frustrating.
Right.
And so we're also looking at ways of reducing that frustration, and maybe even giving players ways to operate without necessarily always depending on their team. We'll even go.
So that's all that matters. That's the important part. Let me get rid of this. We're gonna open Overwatch. Holy shit, is that scary? So first off, I want to address this. What Aaron was saying does not apply to high level play at all. In this, you might experience a level of what he's talking about in maybe diamond. Maybe you might get there in lower. I mean, that shit will not fly for long in diamond. But like, what's the only other thing? Maybe you might be seeing it in plat, but by the time I was in there in plat, most of those people don't stay in there for too long. Let's go. Let me lower this down to this so that you guys can actually watch this here. Browser display. Where are you, Overwatch? There you are. Okay. So right here, somewhere in here, it'll be black and white. I'm gonna clip gameplay. It might be over this while I'm talking. I'm gonna clip gameplay so that I can use the menu and stuff and actually kind of show you what's going on. I'll clip in gameplay of an example of what Aaron is talking about. So let me tell you what Aaron is talking about. Aaron is talking about the complaint that people have that this is a team-based game, that you have things that sometimes the team goes AWire, and you're like, what is he talking about? Without actually explaining it, you'll be able to see. I should be showing you a Moira gameplay. And this, I'm glad I recorded this from watching Flats' stuff. I hope this gets to Flats so you can hear, hopefully, the gospel being spoken for the bottom level players. I want to tell everybody down here, the only actual problem with why your team does not help you a lot of the time, and you feel like, wow, I lost because blank was not doing their job, right? And I don't want to talk about, support wasn't supporting, or tank wasn't tanking, or DPS wasn't doing a lot of damage. DPS is its own little bubble, okay? I will say. Tank, here's the biggest issue for tank players. You don't have comms. You're playing comp, you don't have comms, that's it, okay? If you're a one-trick pony as a tank, I'm sorry, can't work anymore. Unless it's Mauga, unless you can just be insane with Mauga, because I'm sorry, he's still the meta. If he's still up there, he still does something. We'll go through it. I'll explain it. But so that's really what it is with the tanks, and then you get the final what is my tank doing? Why is my tank doing that alone, right? Because that's the core issue with supports. Why is my blank doing that alone? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you what the issue with this fucking game is. Because out of all the things here, here's what the issue is. When you've got a bad tank, what is it? This tank wants to just 1v1 every fucking person on the thing. The entire team. They want to kill. They want to sit there, and they just want you to. They just want you to heal them. Oops, sorry, buddy. Woke up the cat. They want you to just heal them so that they can kill everybody. They don't want anybody else to do anything. That's what the tank wants to do. What do supports want to do? Let me tell you. Let me tell you what I had a game the other day. I actually might be able to pull it up. Did I play this? No, not the highlight. It might be the defeat. Maybe it was the last defeat. Yes, it was because it was Ivory's. So look at this right here. So this is an example. Here's the fucking problem with this game. Okay, I don't have any of the games that I have recorded for all my previous footage, and I had tons of those fucking games. Okay, I don't have to go anywhere. I can literally go to the next game. It's as soon as this resets every patch, there's literally no way I don't have a game that doesn't showcase exactly what the fucking problem is. Now we lost, but we barely lost, okay? And I refused, and I told them in the beginning, I was like, hey guys, I want to see what Mauga's like right now. I want to see what he's up against other people. They used Ryan and Orisa the entire time. I'm sorry, not Ryan and Orisa, Ryan and Winston. So I was just like, guys, I'm not switching. I'm staying here. We can do this. And if we don't, we don't. But guess who was the first person to complain on the team? It was this support Ivory's. Guess what they complained about? Whoa, tank just going in and blah blah. Just doing. Do you know what Waffle said? Do you know what Waffle said? The 12k healing, 4 confirmed kills on 571 damage. Do you know what this Mercy was like? Mercy was like, GG's. Well done, guys. But like next time, I was like, yeah. Ivory starts bitching. Do you know what I told Ivory's? I said, hey, you know what, Ivory's? Here's the issue. When you've got over 10 times the amount of damage done, like the other support does, but you do not have 10 times or even 5 times, you're barely double the amount of kills, it means that you're just sitting there doing damage, filling ults, not confirming, right? If this translated to 19 kills and we won, that means something. That's the support that means something. Like this Moira right here. This Moira did barely more damage than our Ana. Okay? Moira, who's a character who needs to do damage. She has to do damage. Unfortunately, she's a support that needs to do damage. So if you're not good at cycling abilities, or you're just you can't heal enough, which is why people don't pick Moira too much in the higher tiers, because Ana and Kiri is kind of better for that, and so is Bat. Fortunately, she was confirming kills. So that helped the team more than even Zen, who did the same damage, half the amount of kills. I would say if Zen was the bitcher on this team, Moira would be the one to be like, dude, you need to confirm more of your kills. And you guys can see what the problem was. It wasn't the tank. It wasn't the tank. It wasn't even the Zen. It was just Orb. It was just Orb that was a problem. And this is nerfed Mauga. So what's the issue? I'll tell you what the issue is. Aaron. Look at this. Look what happens when I go into quick play. Oh, no, they're quicker plays. I don't have any team-based death. So, no death equals points team-based game to play. I don't have it anywhere in this fucking game. Nowhere. It's not here. It's been a complaint since Overwatch 1. That's why people spend time going to fucking custom games and doing shit like one dad versus 11 kids and random abilities. People just want to fucking kill each other. These are popular. This is always... besides Mercy, different types of parkour, but it's mostly Mercy parkour that's kind of on here. One dad versus 11 kids is never off of the popular. This is always here. This doesn't move. Why is this so popular? It's just killing. You're literally just sitting there like killing people, killing each other in different ways. Yeah. You want to know the problem is competitive? The third game mode that's here sometimes is called Mystery Heroes. Mystery Heroes. That's still around objective based. Like... Are you fucking kidding me? So, and the solution, what the issue is Aaron's solution he talks about later, because I watched some of that through, and then I went back, I was like, this is the time to fucking address it. They're adding more options for healing other people. They're adding more healing. They're adding passive healing for For more, no, no, no. This is the problem with the game. It is too fucking big. Okay? Do you know why Gundam Evolution was so good? Everything was scaled down. Everything was scaled down. The HP was scaled down. The amount of HP people were doing was scaled down. The healing, I think, was scaled down compared to Overwatch. The overall, the passive healing, the movement was overall just better forever. Like there were certain units or certain characters that were based around movement, but everybody just had okay movement. I I don't think it was ever gonna beat Overwatch, but Overwatch can learn something from that. Adding more damage and more healing are not the solutions, because it's not the issue. Because you know what the issue is every fucking time you're a tank, and all the tank players, if you're tank or DPS, or you play in those sorts, or you're a good support, and you play anywhere plat or lower, you know that every time a tank is not happy, and they look at thousands of heals without double-digit kills on a support character, do you know what the support says? I'm support. I'm not healer. No. But when you're doing damage and getting no kills, you're useless. That's the honesty. You are useless. So who do you see this with? And then the problem is, who are the support problems? Who do you see this with? Well, you see this with the meta. You see this with Ana. You see this with Bap. You see this with Kiri. You see this with Zen. Right? And how many times do you have like that Moira or that Lucio? And that Lucio has like no heals. They're like 1,000, 1,500 less damage. You're like, are you trying to just boot people off and do damage from afar? Like, is that why you're like skating at the top? You're nowhere near everybody. Ilaris, most of them have fucking more damage than heals. They've got a fucking they got a passive pylon. They've got. Don't they have a bug now where there's like unlimited damage and healing? Like they have more damage and healing. Why? Because who chooses Ilari? The fucking Call of Duty players who were like, oh, I can also heal my team. No. You need to heal the team, because you can't 1v5 everybody. There's no support here that 1v5s a whole team of equal, like, actual equal players. So you see it. You see it with the Moiras. How many times do you talk about the TikTok Moira? What is she doing? She's throwing fucking damage orbs on the ground that bounce up. Or she's throwing orbs in general that at the ground that bounce up instead of throwing them where they need to be. And then when she needs to be throwing a healing orb, she throws a fucking purple orb and then starts healing, runs out of piss, while they're damaging somebody. Guess what? 3v5 doesn't work in this fucking game. Who knew? Who fucking knew? Right? And then why do you see it with these guys? Because these guys have huge damage potential, but they also can heal. Zenyatta can just leave orb and then he just keeps shooting and he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. He does nothing else. He has no healing besides that and his ult. And good luck coin flipping those ends when you're below plat. Good fucking luck with that one. Bap's got burst healing and immortality. Guess what? Bap also has left shift to jump at the corner, and they sit there. Do you know how many times I've sat there and seen Baps at the end of my game with like 6, 7, 8,000 kills or damage? Not double-digit kills. 6, 7, 8,000 damage, and I'm sitting there being like, what? And I'm screaming into the mic, hey, when you're texting get cover to your tank, why the fuck am I dying every single time against the tank, and why am I never starting at full HP? It's because whomever the fuck, and in some cases, this case it's Bap, is sitting up there going, I want to kill. That's the issue. That's the number one issue from supports. DPS, why do you choose DPS? You want to get kills. Tanks, what's the biggest issue with the tank? When a tank doesn't have comms and can't hear you, or when they can actually hear you, but they still continue to just dive to be like, I just want to get that kill. I don't care that you guys are back there. I don't care that it's going to be, we've got a minute and a half left. Who cares if we get staggered? I want to kill. That's the biggest issue in this fucking game. They don't address it. They don't address it ever. Until you add team deathmatch here and here, ain't ever going to go away. Do whatever the fuck, Aaron, you want to game balance. Do whatever you want to character balance. That shit ain't ever going to go away as long as I can't just click onto here and be like, ooh, what game mode could I get into to just kill people? I don't really want to push an objective. I don't want to be like, why is the objective stopped? Oh, they're in the corner of that house because that corner still technically counts for this thing still. All right, let's go up there. Okay, now the whole team's up there. Wait, now we're in. Like, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I just want to kill people. Sometimes, you don't. You can't do that. I have to hope to God that 4v4 is here, because you guys still don't understand that flipping game modes like Assault, 8v8 Mystery Hero, Total Mayhem, 4v4 Deathmatch, and all of these ones is kind of fucking stupid when everybody wants to play them whenever the fuck they want to play them, not whenever the fuck you want to let us play them. So, here's an idea. Instead of fucking with the character balance and the meta so fucking much every time, get your heads out of your ass and add a team deathmatch right here. And you know what? You will fix 80%. I guarantee you 60 to 80% of the complaints from lower tiers of like, I just have people who are, my Kiri just for some reason doesn't want to Suzu me when I'm needed because they're in the middle of 1v1ing a tank. Yeah, guess what? Will be fixed right then and there, because anybody who actually wants to play objective will go in and play objective, and anybody who wants to play deathmatch will go and click deathmatch. Who knew? It's such a fucking simple concept. You don't need to be a game dev. You don't need to have run this for years. You don't even need to know Overwatch. You just need to literally have a human being with a working fucking brain. I'm not even speaking right. I can't even say being, and I fucking get this. It's so stupid. So till the game gets set, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, because until they do that, they're gonna keep doing shit like they fucked with Mauga. They fucked with Mauga. They fucked with Mauga like doing his damage. I want to go to this. They fucked with Mauga because his damage and everything was just too much. The infinite ammo and the healing and you want to know what Mauga's problem is? I want you to look at here. Look at this support and tell me what two support characters, essentially, you have to use against Mauga. And it doesn't matter if he's good or bad, these two support characters will kill Mauga, right? And without having them on your team, there was nothing to do against Mauga. It's on a Kiri. Well, guess what? This is already the top meta if you don't add BAP or Zen somewhere. Like, so Mauga's problem is that he completely... He fuels the support meta. He's there 100% being like, yep, this is the meta for me, while denying most of this and denying some of like BAP, Reaper, like these aren't really options against Mauga. I've melted more Reaper ults as Mauga than anybody else. I think in my total Overwatch career, everybody else. BAP has to stay as soon as BAP goes anywhere near you, or again, you kill their tank, their supports start going back. All you have to do is left shift. You know, you knock Reaper out of his ult. You go up to him. Like most of these, May's thick. May's a thick bitch. I'm sorry. Mauga's a thick ass bitch too, but May's the thickest motherfucker here. Torb gets melted at long. It's just like the problem is that he denies most of this because he just he just does too much. He does not damage. He does too much overall. He self heals. He does damage. He's tanky as all fuck. His ult is absolutely stupid. And then he's got movement. He's got the best fucking movement of all the tanks. It's like, what's his problem as a tank hero? He's got too much fucking move. He should not have left shift. He should literally have, his left shift should literally be a 5-meter lunge. That's it. It's a 5-meter lunge. It's a dash. It's a dash. It's a dash that you can dash through May ult. You could dash through Mauga ults, like, and not get captured. What the fuck? Why? Why is Orisa so slow? Why is Ram so slow? Why is Roadhog so slow? Why does Ryan have movement? Because he has almost nothing else. Why does Ball only have movement? Because everybody fucking thinks he needs a rework. It's like, why does Winston have movement? Because he doesn't. He's a big fucking target with not a lot of damage. He has some of the smallest damage out of all of the fucking tanks. Why does Mauga have better movement? And you're like, oh, he doesn't have better movement than Winston. He can cancel people out of their ults. He can cancel Moira out of her ult. He can cancel Reaper out of his ult. He can. I'm not sure if he can cancel Junkrat. He can cancel. I mean, if he knocks him, he's fucking melted. He knocks people out of their ults with his dash, with his movement. Why is this character still have movement? That's the issue. He moves too much. He's too big and tanky. He does too much damage. He self-heals. His self-heal is on a level that... Why the fuck do I need a support character? It's so stupid. Like nerfing his damage. It's like if you don't give him a shield and you make him vulnerable, if you make him vulnerable to Anakiri, then guess what? It doesn't matter. Like he needs no movement and he needs that shield on his E. Fix that. Go do that. Then you're starting to work your way towards the character. You know what you need to do next? You need to nerf the healing more, and you need to increase the recovery so that he gets less healing more often, instead of a fuck ton of healing for just like 5 seconds. Because then it's like, hey, what is the cooldown pass at? I believe it's 8 seconds at that point, or 7 seconds. So it's something stupid. Like once you use it. It might be like 10, it might be 10 seconds. 'Cause I remember it being like 8 seconds when it first like you use it to the max, and then it was like at 8 seconds. It might be at 10 now. It's like 10 seconds. Your supports need to heal you for 10 seconds. They need to be on top of their shit for 10 seconds. It lasts for 5. He's a character that means that your supports don't need to even be fucking active with healing you. They don't even need to think about it that much. You can have the Kiris that just want to get fucking headshots and the Anas and the Baps that just want to fucking kill people. It's not going to win. It's a dumb strategy still. But you will get those people there because that's what his kit does. His kit allows for that lazy fucking play. Hey, if you don't nerf crit damage from doing both guns, and guess what? You're always going to have the double gun play. The double gunplay is stupid. All right, they've decreased the incendiary, the increasing amount to do incendiary, and decreased critical. And I still melt Reapers in their ults. I still went. Look at my Orisa games. I'm in gold going against buffed Orisas. Like, look at this. Like, were my supports really that much better than them? Were they really healing me the amount they needed to? The DPS was more on top of their shit. But look at this. I 1v1 this person 6, 7, 8 out of 10 times. Something like that. It's stupid. Look at this one. You really gonna tell me that there's really no tank difference here? He just got nerfed. She just got giga buffed specifically against him and his kit. I'm telling you, the issue is not his damage. The issue is his kit. They made his kit to be dumb. They made his kit that interacts super fucking weird and dumb with the tanks and supports and the DPS at the same time. It makes this be 100% meta while everything else is a fucking shit show. And guess what? You know what the issue is? You know what the best tank was pre-nerfing against Mauga? Junker Queen. She's actually not that bad. She's pretty skinny. She's got a little thick around the hips, but she's pretty skinny. And she's a second anti, as well as having a good kit against him. Her kit's good. Brings him forward, does damage over time. Her spread's insane, especially with his head being so fucking big. You know, Ramatra's another one that's good. Doesn't like his ult, but, you know. So it's like the Zarya Sigma going against Mauga was what people figured out was good. Because you want to know what the thing about Junker Queen is? Doesn't like Ana Kiri. Right? Sigma Zarya don't care as much because they have shields. She does not like Ana. So when you got Anakiri on every team, you're never going to see Junker Queen against Mauga. You're going to see shields because they're going to think, oh, as long as I can protect against a nade and not get 1v1 but like literally caught one-on-one at Mauga, then I'm good. No, Junker Queen was the answer. She was always the answer. You know, he needed a little bit of a nerf, but she was always the answer. He needed to go down to 300 ammo. And had infinite ammo taken away from his ult. There you go. Now you can start working him around. As long as he confirms, as long as you have new tanks and new supports that confirm a support meta while changing up everything else, everything's going to be a shit show. And hero bans are not going to help. Because say, for example, right now we banned Ana. We banned Ana from gameplay, okay? If we banned Ana, there was nothing stopping Mauga. There was nothing. And that brings in the question that maybe it's not the damage, maybe it's the kit. Because if nothing, and that means like Mauga can almost 1v5 a team, if there was no Ana, could 1v5 a team, then that's a problem with the character. That's not a problem with damage. You guys didn't like not balance it right. It's a damage issue. I mean, it's a kit issue. You know, why did Orisa get changed? Her kit was a problem. Why did Hog get changed around? The one hook was part of his kit. You know, you nerfed his damage, you took the one hit away, but you didn't add anything. Then you changed him around, and it's like, okay, here we go. Here we go. You put something. You put something where it needed to be. Even Sombra. You put something where it needed to be. I still think she's toxic as fuck and needs to go. She doesn't fit in a one tank meta, just like Zenyatta. But you know what? You fucking addressed her. You really think this kid? You really think him having the movement he has is okay? Doom, Winston, Ball, Ryan. They have the best movement. I'm sorry, with Diva. His is still better. He knocks everybody else out of their fucking movement. Except for Ryan. And good luck. I'm sorry. Good if you want to be a Ryan and you want to swing on Mauga, you want to left shift me into the corner, unless you're literally with your team, which at that point it's not a Ryan thing. You really want to fucking swing on a Mauga? Go ahead. Do that post nerf. Do it. I dare you. It happened last game that I had with a fucking Ana who wanted to play Call of Duty. And they still never 1v1 me. They never 2v1 me. It's a stupid fucking character. It's a stupid fucking kit. And as long as they keep doing shit like this, and they don't address the actual issue of players' kits, game's gonna be a shit show. And as long as they keep doing stuff to fuck with these things, instead of addressing actual issues like adding team deathmatch here and here, and making deathmatch or team deathmatch more consistent here, do whatever you want, Aaron, but you're not going to fix your game. I'm telling you right now, your game's going to continue to have the problems it has right now until this is addressed. And when this is addressed, then you can address character balance, or why the fuck there are literally like 3 battle passes every single time. There's a battle pass for the missions. There's the actual battle pass. There's the seasonal battle. You can address all of the shit that people are like, wow, this keeps me from playing the game because I don't want to have to spend a full retail game every 4 weeks, 6 weeks to get skins for a game instead of earning them. You can address players getting kicked out of ranks because the servers are shit. You can address that. You can address other issues, but you need to address the team deathmatch and the fucking hero kits. Because as the game is now, congratulations, Aaron and the entire team. You said you guys did not want Overwatch 2 to be an ult-based game. It's not. It's an abilities-based game. As long as Nade and Orb and Kiri, Suzu and Immortality Field, and stuff like self-healing with huge, and I mean huge amounts of damage, or huge amounts of damage with tons of defensive options, like, you know, you're not gonna let, you know, these two ever breathe again. She's got insane damage. She's got anti. She's the only other character. It's like, until you guys just start addressing the fucking kits, and they don't realize kits are the issue because they didn't do what they need to with Mauga. Like, good luck, Aaron. Honestly, man, I hope you're the best. Because I'd like to have fun playing this game again, and I'll tell you right now, man. This shit right here. This shit right here, playing with supports that do this shit all the time, and then guess who's the first toxic motherfucker to be saying shit in voice chat? You know, stay in gold, you suck, yeah. Guess what? It's really fun to know that the developers don't understand a basic issue of a competitive shooter matchmaking, but somehow they found a way that players are at fault for not playing their roles when you don't have any game modes that let those roles thrive. Good shit, Aaron. Good shit, Overwatch team. Good shit, Blizzard. You're really fixing the problems that are here. Anyway, peace out. I'll catch you guys next time. Cunty the curmudgeon will be back soon with something. I don't know. But peace out for now.